Hello, friends. I'm Spire meteorologist James Van Fleet. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's attack this new week. And as we look ahead, today's video will focus on a series of storms in North America and some of our clients that will be impacted in this and may want to look further in this video. Power companies likely looking at grid strain due to a whiplash in hot and cold temperatures for some parts of the U.S. Emergency managers, you're going to be dealing with flood and wind threats in parts of the west and east coast, but also maybe the deep south. And we'll lay this timing out for you. Commodities and energy traders as well, all will be wanting to know this information for this week, as well as agriculture due to the snow and freeze risk on top of the rain that may fall. So let's show you what we're talking about with our deep vision solution. As far as the West Coast goes, it looks a lot like our Europe videos last week, where not only the storms that are on the California and Pacific Northwest regions, there is a series of storms, 1, 2, 3-ish, maybe 4, I would say, west of Japan and Korea, lined up to come straight across the Pacific, and we'll be changing our weather pretty drastically. So as we take a look, I want to dive into our high resolution modeling and show you the timing of this as we are anticipating this system that's on California right now will be producing some pretty heavy snowfalls at elevation. So into the areas of Sierra Nevada mountain range and surrounding mountain range up into Oregon and Washington, we'll be looking at potential heavy snowfall. And then it's a very cold but some heavy rainfall for the coastal and valley areas of California with that system. After that leaves us late Tuesday, there's still a lot of onshore cold air and moisture. So snowfalls will continue in North California, Oregon, and Washington as the next system late this week on Thursday starts to move in. And again, a heavy rain for lower elevation areas of California and coastal California. But then that brings more snow to North California, the mountain range into Nevada, and also Oregon, Idaho, and portions of Wyoming. And at the same time, we are looking at a system that, as that one comes across the northern plains, some snowfall will be heavy for Minnesota and Wisconsin, as well as portions of New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, especially by late this week and into the weekend. So several storms to know about. Let's talk about some of the wind gusts that will occur with some of these systems, as we talked about some of the strain on our areas that have power grids and potentially high wind gusts. We are expecting between San Jose and Central California, some of these wind gusts to be topping 55 miles an hour, and same around the mountain ranges at elevation, 45 to 60 miles per hour, both at the mountaintops as well as down in the valley in Reno and Carson City, some pretty high wind gusts for you. And then all that starts to slide east. So we are looking at some high winds in the central U.S. by midday on Wednesday. And then that slides off to the Ohio Valley and the Northeast by the time we get into pre-dawn Thursday, which will then hit a lot of the Northeast midday Thursday. On top of the anticipated high winds that we'll see, the temperature swing, as I was talking about, let me back this up and just show you. We are looking at, again, wild swings in the temperatures, warm air, cold air. For a lot of you, this will be a major swing in temperature. So I would love to give you a more detailed forecast. So if you're a client of ours that doesn't already have part of our meteorologist team in Boulder, Colorado to communicate with as part of your package, send me a DM or comment below, and I'd love to sync up with you. And I'll provide a free briefing for you one-on-one for any of your areas of concern. So with that said, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a fresh take from Spire Weather and Climate.